Hi, it's Snorgle. Welcome back to Undusted, Letters from the Past. I desperately needed Mom, but she threw herself into work as if she wanted to forget Dad, and maybe all of us. Days passed, we barely spoke to each other, even saw each other. I kept telling myself I had to try to understand her. She was raising me all by herself now, but my grief and sorrow grew nearly unbearable as they rendered my sleepless nights. Things would be much easier if I just blamed her. Yet, whenever I saw Mom so exhausted and fatigued, sadness came before anger. I hated her for leaving me alone, but at the same time, it pained me to see her eroding away. As much as I longed to comfort her, I wanted to comfort her too. They haven't explicitly said, but I have a feeling that Dad passed away. I think that's... Look at this. It cleaned up so nicely. It looks great. A broken watch. Time reigns well. I couldn't read that. What I found in the darkness. Ooh, what is that? Interesting. Let's go. Interesting. Okay, it's a cassette player. When I couldn't stand the silence in the house, I'd listen to Dad's tapes. Listen to one of those songs made it feel like he was right there beside me. One day I heard a composer tell his story on a radio show. When I was a kid, my father used to hum songs he wrote himself, so I began interested in music. I hardly saw him after my parents' divorce, but whenever I sang his songs, I felt like I was back in those childhood days. Maybe they divorced? I have a feeling Dad died. That's how I started composing. For me, it's a way of bringing comfort not only to me, but others in similar circumstances. I could see myself in his story, and a song resonated with me. Naturally, I admired him. Finally, I understood what Dad meant. I wanted to tell him I found something I couldn't live without doing. I found a part-time job and started saving money for composing tools. Composing tools. My composing hammer, my composing screwdriver. I'll stop, sorry. When Mom asked about it, he thought I was finally taking some interest in my life. I should mention that I'm a formally trained musician. I used to be a professional. I think it still works. Should I turn it on now? Not yet. We're going to get clean first. So the idea of composing tools, I think, is genuinely funny. I'm not sure. It might be a translation error or something. I'm not sure we would call it that way here. I feel like when I was doing composition, both professionally and in university, you pretty much just need, some blank music paper and a pen or a pencil and a piano. I was very old school, though. A lot of people compose on software programs. I liked to write it down by hand. Don't know why. I just always did. I think everybody's creative process is different, Like everybody has a unique way that they do things, and a lot of people who are very successful don't realize that. Keep a thing down here. A couple things, but that's fine. Yeah, a lot of people have a tendency of thinking that their own process is the creative process that everybody uses. And of course, that's not true. Everybody's extremely unique and does different things. And come up with ideas and their creative process in their own unique ways. It's very individual that way. And there's things you can do, to increase your creative output. It's funny, so many musicians I know who didn't used to be professionals and are fairly decent musicians, but the difference between a professional and a good amateur will say things I have to wait for I have to wait to be inspired for inspiration, and when you're a professional, you can't do that. You have deadlines, and like you need to get this composition done by a certain period of time, and you need to get this arrangement done, or you just need to get this stuff done, and you can't just wait for inspiration. You have to create. You have to learn how to create inspiration, I guess is what I'm saying. And you can do it. It's just a matter of figuring it out. I'm missing something here. I feel like I don't. Wait, hold it. There we go. Okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was missing something. There. They're getting very tricky here. Oh, we're so close. So close. Hold on. Yep. That's what I thought. What am I missing? I'm missing a little something down here that I can't quite get. Got it. What I found in the darkness. Mom, you're late again. You must be exhausted. Yeah, a little. How was your day? Dora, what are all those things? Oh, these? A MIDI controller, a microphone. They're tools for composing. I'm gonna get some MIDI controllers, fine. By composing, be composing music? Uh-huh. Started making songs little by little. I got a part-time job to buy these tools myself. Wait, Adora, a part-time job? You started working just for a hobby? Dora, you need to be studying hard for your future right now. Don't waste your time on things like that and quit your part-time job too. Mom, you're missing the point here. A real MIDI controller. The first ever piece of music equipment I ever bought with my own money. Nice, good for you. I wanted to tell it wasn't just a hobby, that I was serious, but before I could say anything, Mom said she was tired and headed towards her room. My words were met with the sound of her door closing shut. I was left alone in all too familiar silence. I was angry at Mom for not listening to my words, but I kept trying to understand her. I thought she might change her mind if I showed her how serious I was. Much like how music comforted me, I wanted Mom to feel comforted too, and if possible, with a song of my own creation. Nice! What are we going to clean next? This is cool. So cleaned up a gunked up MIDI controller. Very nice. A red MIDI controller. First piece of equipment I bought with my own money. A melody of comfort. This looks like a cassette player. I don't understand why there's flowers growing and everything, but that's okay. After that day, I spent every moment composing. Not only was it my first song, but my song for Mom. When I felt that I had poured enough heart into it, recording my song into cassette tape, I fervently hoped it would bring some comfort. Even if I couldn't feel convinced, I could at least help her feel better. When Mom came back home, exhausted as usual, I nervously handed her the tape. Adora, Volume 1. Volume 1, that's... Oh, here we go. I thought if Mom listened to it, she'd understand how serious I was. It doesn't sound like that. Your mom... I'm not going to say she wasn't a nice person, but... I think she seems very set in her ways. I'll put it that way. And of course, I'm guessing she's probably gone now, and so... Now you don't have an opportunity to... I love how there's plants growing and everything. Now you don't have an opportunity to discuss this with her. Now that you're both adults. You know? I'm not a... You know, there's a big... With millennials, there's a big... Like... How do I say this? Not just millennials, I guess. I guess Gen Z as well. There's this romanticizing cassette tapes. And I don't understand it because I think cassettes are garbage. They're horrible fidelity. Just oh geez. I mean, they're awful fidelity. They sound like crap. Like I don't understand the romance, you know, especially in games. You see this all the time in games. People romanticizing cassettes. And like I think the idea of like a mixtape is really cool, but the medium of cassettes is garbage. There's even some people today making actual cassettes, and I just find that crazy. Like, it sounds like crap. Sorry if you disagree with me, but I realize this is an unpopular opinion. We've got a few things here and there. Not too bad, though. Yeah, we got this. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Holy crap. What a mess. I still don't quite understand how flowers got inside. Like... There. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I have no problems using the hand, so I'm not proud. I use the hints on like Power Wash Simulator and Crime Scene Cleaner all the time. Like, I would not be able to finish those games if I didn't. I guess stop. Pause. So I have to clean in between each of these. Got it. And that's like eject. We have a lot more to clean. I'm missing something here because there's a lot more to clean than this. Oh, yep. Yep. The back. Of course. Of course. Missing the back. No, I'm not wrapping it up. We have... There. Oh. Okay. Oh, so close. So close. Oh my gosh. A 0.8. Wait, was that? Yep. That it? Oh, 0.92 is so close. How do I get that right angle? There. A melody of comfort. You composed this yourself? Yeah. The melody came to me first, so I started with that. I'm still working on the lyrics. Oh, and there's another one I'm preparing for a competition. The theme is... Hold up. Adora, didn't I tell you last time? You need to focus on your studies. Mom, I know it might seem like only a hobby right now. But please, can you at least try listening? Adora, do you even hear what you're saying? How can you waste your time on this instead of studying for your future? I'm tired, so please let's talk about this another time. Another time? When's that going to be? When you quit your job? As if that'll happen. Adora, I'm saying this for your sake. I'm serious about becoming a composer. I want to make it so you don't have to worry about money anymore. Now people say I'm pretty talented, so... Adora, I said no. Don't even think about it. Right now, you may feel like you're special. Talented? There's no word more meaningless. Don't get carried away because of a mere compliment. Praise means absolutely nothing. Okay, I mean, she's not being very thoughtful. Let me put it that way. She's not wrong, necessarily, but she's not being very thoughtful. I just say. Why was she so angry? Was she more tired than usual? Even now, I still don't know why Mom reacted so explosively. I never expected her to yell at me like that. Her fury left me speechless. While I was stunned, she tore the tape from my hands and threw it in the trash. Without so much as glancing backwards, she said, "Stop wasting your time on worthless things like that." Mom's not nice. What she threw away was no cassette tape. Therein was a piece of my heart and helped my drive to comfort my mom despite the loneliness after Dad's passing. Okay, there we go. Dad did pass. Even if hating her was the easier path, I didn't give up trying to understand her. But at that moment, when my heart was equated to trash, I felt something disappear from inside me. After Mom's rage quelled and the silence fell once again, I finally gave up trying to understand her. That's interesting. That's interesting. Maybe not great. Hard to say, though. Dad's cassette player? Yep. 100% perfect. Nice. The right to hurt. Oh, look, an old Victrola. Huh. Let's do it. Love it. The music box was the last present I ever received from Dad. Whenever I was lonely, I would wind it up and talk to him as if he were right beside me. Dad, if you're still here, You supported me, right? Mom doesn't understand what it's like to have a dream, to have something you can't live without. All she wants to do is me to fit into a mold. That's probably the only kind of life she knows. I cried for a long time, pouring out my anguish. Listening to the music box play, it felt like Dad was sitting right next to me. Oh, this is definitely... Oh, we have a... Oh! After that day, I stopped waiting for Mom. I didn't even want her to talk to me anymore. I had nothing more to say to her. Oh, that's sad. It's interesting to me, there's a... What's going on here? There. Is it not? That's weird. Why is it not working? Oh, I used it all. Does it tear down? Got it. Got it. Okay. I did not realize that. It had a cooldown. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We'll just continue with this. You can do a lot of work with that, but what they're telling you is they don't want you to do the whole thing with that, because that is going to ruin some of the uniqueness, which is fine. It's still kind of cracking me up that there's like literal flowers growing on things. Not quite sure that's how it works, but I've not been in this situation before, so what do I know? You know? Okay. It's funny that they'd have an old, like a Victrola like this. That's funny. Maybe it's like a toy or something? I'm not sure. Well, hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bottom's all gunky. Oh, heck yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Okay. And it definitely makes it faster, to be sure. Not quite, I don't think it's quite as satisfying, but it definitely makes it faster. Oh, we have to open that up. Okay, I got it. I understand now. I understand it now. Okay. Lovely, lovely. Okay, let's clean the little speaker thing here. Yeah. Let's clean both sides of it, of course. The cooldown on the thing, I mean, it does a good job, but it almost makes it not worth it, if that makes sense. Almost makes it not worth it. Almost. I mean, it certainly does a bang-up job and does it very quickly. But given we're only at about 60%, I do think that there's probably something, we're going to have to open this up and there's something on the inside of this, I think. I could be wrong about that, but I have a feeling there's more to it than just this. Maybe not a lot more, but a little bit more. I love how they're getting slightly more intricate with the models too, with the 3D models, so that we do it. And of course there's literal plants going. How would flowers grow inside of it? Never mind. I'm not gonna question it too much. Okay. Come here. Lovely, lovely. We can definitely see places where it needs cleaning. Yep. Don't mind that. be very thorough here. I wonder if we change out, like, brushes between this, you know? Do we? Do you think? I think this is such an interesting idea. Conceptually, I can't... How am I going to get that? I don't know. I might need to use the vac for that. Let's try it. Let's try that, because I think I might. Yep. So some stuff we definitely need to use the vac for. That's an interesting concept. Some stuff we just can't reach, and we have to use the vac. Oh gosh. Okay. Kind of gunky on the inside lid. Oh my gosh. The heck? Okay. Oh, yep. Oh, a ton of stuff up there. This is definitely needing a hard scrubbing. There's still some things down there. I think we're going to definitely have to use the vac for that. But let's get this stuff that we can get over here. Okay. Definitely get a lot harder. Man, people who do this without any of the hints, I am impressed. Hold on. This way, yep. Yep. We're still at 82. I don't... Can I... Oh! Got it. I got it now. I see what's happening. I like that. That's interesting. Stop! Stop! Okay, hold on. And I grab this, it stops. Okay. Not wrapping up yet. And we're almost there. Okay, there's a little bit down here. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe we get this and get it. There. That was it. I love that now there's things that you can only get with that little brushy brush. The vacuum cleaner. That's really cool. Adora, can we talk for a minute? I'm busy right now. I'm sorry for I acted. I must have been tired. I got emotional. But it was for your sake, Adora. I don't want you to suffer. Right now, things may seem fun and exciting. So you might think this is the road ahead will be easy. Someday you'll understand. For now, it'd be better if you focused on your studies and kept composing as a hobby. Now I get why you're saying these things. You've never had anything you've truly wanted to do, have you? All you've ever done is live by other people's standards. That's why you don't understand how serious I am. What it's like to have something you can't live without. If Dad were here, he would understand. At least he wouldn't have thrown away my tape like you did. He wasn't anything like you. Fair enough. That is fair enough. The music box that played after Dad gave it. Yeah. You know, I think that's a pretty good place to end this video. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough of Undusted. So, what a touching story and a really, really delightful game mechanic. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time for more Undusted. What a great game.